Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present a crochet tutorial for the arcade stitch. It works up in stitch multiples of 6 plus 1. We begin with the setup row, followed by a 4-row repeat sequence. We continue to repeat that 4-row repeat sequence until the desired size is achieved. This stitch can be worked up using any weight of yarn, but be sure to follow the recommended hook size for the yarn of your choice as a starting point, and then go from there. Feel free to fast forward, rewind, replay, or use the timestamps in the show notes as necessary to retain the information shown in today's stitch tutorial. Please remember to subscribe to the channel for more stitch tutorials like this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, so to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Once we have the slip knot established, we're going to go ahead and chain multiples of 6. We're just going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. That is how you do a chain. So continue doing that until you have multiples of 6. And then once you have your multiple of 6, go ahead and add one more chain. So continue doing that, and I shall see you back here in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I have chained multiples of 6. For the purposes of this tutorial, I have chained a total of 36 chains, which is divisible by 6, and one additional chain. From here, we begin row number 1. And to begin row number 1, we need to go into the second chain from the hook. So this very first bump is the first chain. This second bump here is the second chain. So we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook, go into that second chain, draw a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and go through both of those loops for a single crochet. From here, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to skip 3, skip, 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 and we're going to go into the next chain with a single crochet. From here, we're going to insert 1 single crochet in the next 2 chains. So we're going to start next door here. We're going to insert the tip of our crochet hook into this very next chain, draw a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. We're going to do that one more time. Go into your chain, draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. We have 3 single crochets. And for this first row, this is the repeat. We are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to skip 3. Go into the 4th chain with a single crochet, and we're going to do that 2 more times. 1 and 2 for 3 single crochets. Just for good measure, we're going to do that one more time. We are going to chain 3. We're going to skip 3. Go into the 4th chain with a single crochet. And we're going to do that 2 more times. 1 and 2. And this is what your work should look like. So continue on with that, and I shall see you at the end of row number 1 in just a moment. Okay, so I'm approaching the end of row number 1. I've done my 3 single crochets. I've chained 3. And I have 5 chains remaining. And so from here, what we want to do is go into the second chain from the end with a single crochet. So we're going to end this with just 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And that's what it should look like. Regardless of how long your work is, at the very end of row number 1, you should have 2 single crochets, 1 in the last 2 chains of your work. And so that concludes row number 1. To move on to row number 2, what we need to do is pick up our work. We are going to chain 1 and turn our work. From here, we are going to work into this chain space right here, and all of the chain spaces will receive the same stitch. So we are going to go into this chain space with 5 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, go in to the chain space, draw a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to repeat that 4 more times just for good measure. I'll walk you through this one more time. Yarn over, go into the chain space, draw a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's a double crochet. So let's continue on here for a total of 5 double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to insert a single crochet in the middle stitch of these 3 single crochets from the previous row. So we're going to insert our hook right into this middle stitch right here. We're going to draw a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops, just like that. It's just going to tie the shell down. From here, we're going to repeat what we've just done. We're going to work into this chain space with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 double crochets. From here, once again, we're going to look at these 3 single crochets and go right to the middle stitch with the tip of our crochet hook and perform a single crochet. And that's what it should look like. So continue with this repeat, and I shall see you at the end of row number 2 in just a moment. Okay, so I'm back. I'm nearing the end of row number 2, and this is what my work looks like so far. I've inserted 5 double crochets in all of the chain spaces and 1 single crochet in the middle of the 3 singles from the last row. So from here, what we want to do to finish off row number 2, we want to look at this last stitch here. There's the front loop, there's the back loop. We're going to go into that stitch with a single crochet. So take the tip of our crochet hook, insert it into that stitch, picking up the front loop and the back loop. Let's draw that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops just like that. And so that concludes row number 2. To move on to row number 3, what we want to do is pick up our work and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Once we have our 3 chains, we're going to turn our work, and we're going to take a look at our shell stitches here, the 5 double crochets in the chain space. We're going to skip the first stitch and insert 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and go right to that second stitch of the shell, insert, draw a loop, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do that 2 more times. 1 and 2 for a total of 3 single crochets above the shell stitches. From here, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to jump to the next shell here. We're going to skip the first stitch right there, and we're going to insert 1 single crochet in the second, the third, and the fourth stitch, and that's the repeat. So that's the second stitch. This is the third stitch with a single. This is the fourth stitch of that shell with a single crochet. And that's what it should look like. Just for good measure, we're going to do this once more. So from here, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to jump over to the next shell. You have 5 double crochets here. We're going to skip the first stitch and go into the second stitch with a single crochet. And we're going to go into the next stitch with a single crochet. And we're going to go into the next stitch after that with a single crochet for a total of 3 singles above the shells. And from there, we chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So continue on with that, and I shall see you at the end of the row in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of row number 3, and this is what my work looks like so far. And I'm just going to turn this over to show you the other side. Okay, so from here, I have 3 single crochets above the last shell. So to finish off row number 3, what we need to do is chain 2, 1 and 2, and in this chain space right here next to the shell, we're going to go in there with the tip of our crochet hook, and we are going to insert a single crochet. Just go in, draw up that loop, and go through both loops just like that. And that's what it should look like. And so that concludes row number 3. To begin row number 4, what we want to do next is pick up our work and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. That chain 3 will count as a double crochet, and from here we're going to turn our work over, and we're going to insert 2 additional double crochets in this single crochet from the previous row, right in between my fingers there. We're going to yarn over, go right into that stitch, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Let's do that one more time. So far we have 3 stitches for row number 4. From here, we're going to take a look at our 3 single crochets above the shells here. We're going to skip the first single crochet. We're going to jump to the second single crochet, and we're going to insert a single crochet into that stitch. So we're just going to insert our hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops just like that. From here, we're going to go into this chain space with 5 double crochets. 5 doubles right into that chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to jump to our 3 singles and go right into that middle one with a single crochet, and that's the repeat. Once again, from here, we're going to jump into our chain space with 5 double crochets. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to take a look at our 3 single crochets and insert 1 single in that middle stitch. So skip the first one, go into that second one there with the tip of our crochet hook, draw that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. So that's the repeat for this row. Continue on with this, and I shall see you at the end of the row right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of row number 4. I've inserted my single above that middle stitch of the 3 single crochets from the previous row, and all I have left is this chain 3 space. You can see the 3 chains there, 1, 2, and 3. And so in the chain 3 space, we're going to insert 3 double crochets. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. Let's just take a look at that. Perfect. Okay. So this is what our work looks like for row number 4. To move on to row number 5, we're going to pick up our work and chain 1. From here, we're going to turn our work over, and we're going to go into that second stitch, not this first one. We're going to skip that first stitch. We're going to go into the second stitch there with a single crochet. From here, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to take a look at our shell stitch as we've done previously. We're going to skip the first one, go into the second one there with a single crochet. And we're going to do the same thing to the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2 for a total of 3 singles. From here, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to jump over to the next shell. Skip the first stitch, insert 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And that's the repeat. 3 singles, chain 3, jump to the next shell, skip the first stitch, go into the second one with a single, and insert 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches after that. 1 and 2. So continue on with that, and I shall see you at the end of row number 5 in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of row number 5, and this is what my work looks like. Very, very nice. I've inserted 3 singles above the full shell here, and then I've chained 3, and all I have left is this half shell here at the end of the row. And so to finish off row number 5, I'm going to turn my focus to this chain 3 here and this last stitch before the chain 3. I'm going to insert 1 single crochet into this last stitch before the chain 3, just like that. And from here, I'm going to go right into the chain space with my hook and insert a single crochet just like that. And so that concludes row number 5. Okay, so to move on from here, what we want to do is go back to row number 2 and repeat the sequence. So the repeat is rows 2, 3, 4, and 5. So to go back to row number 2, what we want to do is chain 1 and turn our work. From here, we're going to insert 5 double crochets into our chain 3 space. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to look at our 3 single crochets and insert 1 single crochet right into the middle of that stitch right there. So let's go ahead into that stitch, drop that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops just like that, just as we've done down here. And that's the repeat. So in the chain spaces, 5 doubles, in the middle stitch of our 3 singles, 1 single crochet. So continue on with that, and I shall see you at the end of row number 6 right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of row number 6, and this is what my work looks like. Very, very nice. And so to finish off row number 6, we need to insert 1 single crochet above this single crochet from the previous row. So I'm just going to insert my hook here, drop a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and go through both loops just like that. And that is the end of row number 6. So as I previously mentioned, the repeat begins at row number 2 and then continues on to row 3, 4, and ends at row 5. And we would just repeat rows 2 through 5 until the desired size is achieved. So just to see what this looks like on a larger scale, I'm going to go off camera, crochet several additional rows, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I am back. I have crocheted several additional rows, as you can see. I really love the geometric design that this stitch provides us. And so let me just turn this over to the back and show you what the back looks like. Very, very nice. So that is all I have for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and then of course share the video. I would definitely appreciate the support. So that is all from me for now, and until the next one, take care. Bye.